Guys, welcome to my another video. So today we are going to discuss about some DMB learn permit test prep. So here we are going to discuss about 10 questions here. Basically, I have about around 10 questions, and be sure about this that most of the questions that you're going to get from your DMB in your DMB test is going to be from my YouTube channel. I'm sure about that because I give the DMB myself, and I know because people give the DMB test from my website too. So yeah, so let's not talk too much and start answering our questions here. So let's see. So what does it say here? It says the driver's left hand and arm are extended upward, and here we can see the pictures too, the how the driver looks like. And the question is, this hand signal means that the driver plans to do what? Does it want to turn left, turn right, come to stop, go straight right? What do you think? Tell me. So this one is gonna be option B, turn right. That's the correct answer for this one. Now let's go for option two. Question two. The first question two, it says you drive along a straight street and hear a siren. You cannot immediately see the emergency vehicle. What should you do? That's the question. So always remember, whenever you hear a siren, it means an emergency vehicle. Always remember that. And what we're gonna do here is keep driving until you see the vehicle. No. Pull to the curb and look to see if it is on your street. Yes, that's the way it's gonna be. Why? Because if there's an emergency vehicle, the first is that your priority is like you gotta and stop and look around where the emergency vehicle is because they got the priority here. That's why. So option C, D doesn't matter. Now here we got another picture where the driver's left arm and hand are extended downward. Always remember where is that where the arm is showing to like showing to, yeah, is it extended downward or upward? The direction, always remember that. So this hand signal means the driver plans to do what? Turn left, turn right, stop, or start up. Always remember, if the driver's left arm is downward, it always means stop. So now you're gonna think like, which one is the left then? There is no left. I mean, there is left, but it's gonna be like always straight. So always remember that. That's all. So these are our first three questions. Now let's go to option our fourth question. Fourth question says you want to turn right at the next intersection. Okay, so where should you begin to use your turn signal? Always remember, whenever you want to turn right, it always has to be 100 feet before you turn. I always do it like as early as you can, but it has to be at least 100 feet before you turn. That's the thing. Now let's go to question 5. So what does question 5 say? Question 5 say here, you have the right of way when you are entering a traffic circle or backing out a driveway, leaving a parking space or already in a traffic circle. It has to be already in a traffic circle. Why? Because you're already like in the circle of the like when the road is right like this, right, is straight, and this too, and you're already in here, right? You have the right of way because you gotta just leave. Otherwise, you're just basically like stopping the whole everyone's movement there. That's why. You're blocking the path. That's the main reason. You have the right of way here whenever you're already in a traffic circle. Now let's go for question 6. Question 6 says you want to turn left at an intersection. The light is green, but the oncoming traffic is heavy. What should you do? So what is the options here? You say use the next intersection, wait at the crosswalk for traffic to clear, wait in the center of the intersection for traffic to clear, take the right of it since you have the light. What do you think? Tell me that. So always remember, it always has to be wait in the center of the intersection for the traffic to clear because you gotta move, so you have to go in the intersection. That's the main reason. So now let's go for question 7. Question 7 says when you want to make a right turn, your car must be where? Near the center of the street, close to the left side, close to the right side, or pass to the center of the intersection when you begin to turn. Where are you gonna turn? Right or left? Right. So how should your car be? Of course, right. Close to the right side of the street. That's it. So what are we, question 8? Question 8 says the law that requires every driver to exercise care to avoid colliding with an unauthorized emergency or hazard vehicle is called the move over law. That's all you gotta know. The move over law. Just you gotta move. That's the thing. That's the main reason it's called move over law. The other laws, the Browner's law, green light law, right of way. You all know that. Which one is that? The right of way or the green lights law, Browner's law. You know that. This one is the move over law. That's all there is. And you won't really find questions about these two. These two are basically about like practical use type of questions, so they won't give you questions like it. Or the only question they're gonna give you is like the move over law. That's the thing. So let's see what does question 9 says. Question 9 says when you see an emergency vehicle parked, stopped, or standing in with its emergency hazard lights activated on a highway or parkway, you should do what? Let's see what are the options here. Move out of the lane closest to the emergency vehicle if possible to do safely. Make a U-turn to avoid the vehicle. Maintain your speed and land position if possible. Stop behind the vehicle and activate your hazard lights. What do you think? What should you do? So in this case, always remember to move out of the lane closest to the emergency vehicle if possible to do so safely, because that's the best thing you should do. Or if you want, just lower. Also, try to decrease your speed, lower your speed, because that's the main reason. That's the first thing you should do, and move out of the lane as fast as possible. That's the thing. Not as fast, but be cautious. That's the thing. So question number 10 was the question number 10. It says you must pull over stop for what? Vehicles that display blue, green, or amber lights for authorized emergency vehicle responding to emergencies. A hazard vehicle that is parked, stop standing in any part of the highway, stop, or standing school buses. So which one do you think? Remember, you gotta stop or like wait for these all of these vehicles, but one of them is the most priority here that you must stop for. It is always authorized vehicles responding to emergencies. That's the thing. You must stop for them, okay? Remember that. So yeah, these are the 10 questions that we got today. And I'm gonna bring more questions for you for the DMA test prep. I hope you all enjoyed that. And if you do, feel free to visit our website also at the same time because we got a DMA test prep going on there and where we have like basically all the questions that you must to know. And if you want the link, I got it on the description box. Also, for the question, we got like test preps there. You got like practice tests. So if you want to give the practice test, you can test there too. So yeah, that's all it's about. And don't forget to subscribe too. You get more options over there. That's it. So see you in another video.